Good very morning. Yeah, why am I looking as my kids just woke me up? It's probably because my kids just woke me up. Yeah, the deck here, yeah, it's pretty cool, yeah. I mean, we changed it to the aggro version and it crushes big time, so yeah, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good deck. I actually feel suddenly that I'm playing a very strong deck, where actually I didn't have the feeling before. Yeah, we discussed about this weapons thing more often, but the small weapon is simply better. This is never mind. No, this is with inner rages. In case he got sniped, we played in this order. Snipe! Ja, nö, passiert nicht. Zumindest nicht diesmal, aber auf jeden Fall hier the secret we will see. But Leper Gnome indicates probably explosive trap. If that is freezing, guys, if that is freezing, yeah, it's explosive. If it wouldn't be freezing, I mean, yeah, there are things like yeah, no, but seriously, this suddenly feels really like a different deck. Suddenly it's so good. Should have played that before. But like always, afterwards you're always more clever. We could inner rage, sending this into that. And then drawing a whirlwind. Another possibility is simply aligning that whirlwind. We only have a spider against us then. Do we really want to play the Gnomish anyways? Inner rage attack, this goes 3-1. We probably draw something. If you don't draw anything, no, we want to align the whirlwind before we do that. I don't even know. I mean, could we just not do both? Just wondering. Yeah. How did we play that? We triggered the explosive, that's okay. We attacked with the Acolyte Leper Gnome, that's okay. But we could have also played Inner Rage on the Acolyte, draw a card, attacking the Spider. Holding Spider, drawing 2 cards. Progging Spider, drawing 2 cards. We get a 3-1 Acolyte, and the 3-1 Acolyte simply dies against a 1-1-1 Spider. So we would have needed to either draw some Whirlwind. If you don't draw the Whirlwind, even with Whirlwind it's not that good. And if you don't draw the Whirlwind, yeah, not very good. Of course we could have armor upped. But that's, we take 2 more damage too. What? No, that was not. I just was brain fried. I didn't know. I don't know what should we do. I just didn't know. Like, I'm also really like, I wish I wouldn't have woken up, like, seriously. Okay, so the spider, if you hit the spider, I don't even know what happens then.
Ready to ride.
Belcher helps, but we also have finish if he doesn't finish us now. But he can very well finish us, of course. No, but seriously, what was this crap here? I mean, we can also simply attack the spider. What happens? Yeah, Hans is okay. Yeah, congratulations, he won. Yeah. It doesn't just... hey, I'm so tilted. I mean, so tilted. Who's tilted? Whatever. I mean, like, hey, every time. No, but why? What was with the hey? Am I brain fried? Why did we not just attack the spider? What about the spider? Hey, boah. Hey, was? Ach, egal. Oh nein. But it's every morning like this. In the morning I play like crap, like really crappy. I guess like out of 10 mornings, like in 8 mornings, 8 of 10 mornings I play like, I don't know, like the horror of the nation. I don't even know like what's going on. I really don't even know what's going on. The spider? Like what was it with the spider? Can we not play something? The problem is that the explosive trap retains. So what do we about the explosive trap? How shall we do it? So we had 5 mana. How shall we do it, guys? How shall we do it? The thing is with the 5 mana and him retaining the explosive trap, it's a little bit nasty. What's nasty? Yeah, it's nasty. And what is nasty is we cannot really like Patron and Inner Rage. Because if you play Patron, Inner Rage,
Job's done.
You don't need to play 1 Inner Rage, we can also play 2 Inner Rages. Yeah, 2 Inner Rages on the same guy, that would have been. So we play double Inner Rage. Is it? No, it's not. If you play double Inner Rage on the same guy, no, we cannot do that. So we play 1 Inner Rage on the one guy, 1 Inner Rage on the other guy. And we end up with 2 wounded and 2 fresh ones. And then we whirlwind. With weapon, that is. After we attack the spider. We attack the spider and then the weapon whirlwinds. Oh, we could have attacked the spider regardless. Could have attacked the spider regardless, you say? Perhaps he does make a token. I mean, it's quite likely that he will produce a token, right? So we can simply go this. Yeah, it's hey. If you would have had the knife juggler, he probably would have coined it out, right? Or not. Yeah, apparently not. Apparently not. But he could have. I'm not sure. No. I don't know what. Probably that, yeah. Or is it completely wrong? No, it's wrong. Now you can coin true silver. It's rubbish. No, it's rubbish. Ah, go!
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
We didn't play the loot hoarder. Why didn't we play the loot hoarder? Why didn't we play the loot hoarder?
To arms, men!
This is just stupid. We could clear. So. Sometimes I really wonder. And we can trade, we don't have to. But like this, it's really nasty for him. That's completely fine. Yeah, I don't have to tell you that that's completely fine too.
Reporting for duty. None shall.
I don't know what you see, but I see a Black Knight coming down. Black Knight. Guys, seriously? Strawberry? Strawberry Whirlwind? I guess. Ah, well, I mean, we will definitely play the X. Do we really need to Whirlwind? There's not a real necessity. We can do it next turn. Yeah, I'm just saying, okay, we don't use 3 mana, but it's like the slime, we can use this next turn, we can still draw the cards. We actually, what is it, like we lose, I mean we don't even lose, I mean we get 2 life from that, so it's not that we completely lose this. Unless, yeah, okay, the Acolyte gets Peacekeep, that's a big concern. So 1 Acolyte we could send into that after we whirlwind it, before. What's the correct course of action here? What is the correct course of action here? Whirlwind brings this down to 2 anyways, so I'm not even sure. Probably should simply attack this. Okay, we attack this Whirlwind. Yeah. Whirlwind. We can 8 mana. I mean next turn. I'm not sure whether it was good. Oh no, if I would have known that. Oh no guys, everything is messed up. No time. At least we set up lethal, but it's like something. What? Everything was messed up. If we... that doesn't matter. We still... I mean, it does matter, but... I mean, we draw a bunch of cards. It's not that bad. And we cannot really die, so you could simply like we could simply smash him. We could simply smash him, guys. We could smash him with a weapon, Grim Patron, Inner Rage. We get quite a lot. We are at 6 life, we are invulnerable. The other play is Warsong, Grim Patron, Inner Rage. Trading one of the patrons, we had Inner Rage for 3, which is also good. Yeah, never mind, that's okay. That's okay, because he cannot do anything against that. He already spent his consecration and we are at 6 life, completely safe. There is nothing he can do. He already spent both consecrations. Also we set up here like kind of, no, we are 1 off here. Yeah. No, we are not 1 off, it's completely equal. Yeah, we could ship this, so even if you play rubbish, no problemo, guys, no problemo. Yeah, okay, I'm feeling like after, now I'm feeling worse than after a 24-hour marathon. So what were the plays? Yeah, I think we can just go through them. I'm like, I think that's good to go through them. Let's go through the plays. What? How am I doing? Yeah, I'm tired. I'm tired like hell. Okay, no, but seriously, here we can just. This will be boring, guys. But but I just need to get into the game. So let's see. So we played against Voriana. That was still one of my games, so this won't be of interest for you. But I completely messed up. I played a turn 3 Armor Smith, which he could then Deathbite. And he could have survived with the armor later. And then there was last turn Warzone, Grim Patron, Cruel Taskmaster, Coin Battle Rage, and I drew into Inner Rage and I knew it, but it was simply too slow. Okay, so but whatever that was, I played this in my leisure time. So then there was one game against Warlock, and I think that was pretty good. What? Loot Hoarder, Watcher, Acolyte Pain, Life Tap. Right. So I aligned Deathbite to clear the Watcher. Was that clever? Yeah, why not? I mean, dealing the damage on the Watcher is... Yeah, and preventing Mortal Coil too. Ah, okay, I mean, Mortal Coil, that was turn 4, right? So it was, he already passed turn 3. Yeah, perhaps I could have sneaked 2 more damage in with the Loot Hoarder, I guess. Yeah, but then there was like Armorsmith, Battle Rage, Execute. Execute, I don't know. Executing a 4-4 Drake, probably not necessary. Then top decking and Execute. Emperor and GG. Against Hunter. Hey, oh yeah, that was a Hunter. So this is a game we played together, and here I really want to know. So we aligned Deathbite, and then there was really the question, like, what shall we do? And what we played is Grim Patron in a double Inner Rage the Spider. And now I'm wondering, what we could have done differently. And so I'm just thinking, if we actually, like we said something about Patron and actually Inner Raging Patrons. Yeah. So here's the thing, if we Inner Rage Patrons, we can Inner Rage, well, we have a 3-3, and if we Inner Rage one Patron, we have 3-2-3-3. If we Inner Rage 2 Patrons, we have 3-2-3-2-3-3. So if we then attack the Spider, we get 3 new Patrons. We could also, if you want, we could double Inner Rage the same one. Then we get 2 3-3s. If we then Whirlwind, of course we only get 2 additional ones. No, it doesn't work like that. It's fine. We should get like 3 guys, but then we are really vulnerable against Hounds. So no, that could have not been the play. Attacking phase first? No, it doesn't make any sense. Well, actually it does. We don't need to proc the Spider, right? We don't need to proc the Spider. Whew. Probably a stupid me. We don't need to proc the Spider. Well, why should we proc the Spider? Isn't it complete nonsense? So if we don't proc the Spider, we attack his face. Whirlwind. Like explosive doesn't hit anything. Whirlwind. Okay, Spider is 1-1. We play Grim Patron. Inner Rage. We have 5-2, 5-2, 3-3. He's at, I mean, he has been at 26. So if you attack his face again, he goes to 22. And our board is 5-2, 5-2, 3-3. That's 13 damage. That was so stupid. We could have simply let the Spider live. Who says that we need to kill the spiderlings? That was so uber stupid. So we can simply attack his face, ignoring the spider links and the spider. We can just go facing, ignoring the spider, and yeah, and that's GG. We play Grim Patron, double inner rage. It's complete nonsense. And then we also played one game against Paladin, and we played the Armor Smith turn 2. Is this correct? Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Armor Smith turn 2. I mean, what do we know about his hand? We know that he doesn't have 2/2 drops. If he would have had 2/2 drops, he would have dropped one of them. So this reduces the chance of him having a 1/2 drop. Now, well, it doesn't reduce the chance of him having 1/2 drop, but it definitely reduces the chance of him having 2/2 drops, which also reduces the chance of him being able to drop something. Because he will be able to drop something if he has one or more 2 drops. But we know that he doesn't have more than 1/2 drop. So now the only way for him to drop something is if he has exactly 1/2 drop. It's complete nonsense to drop the loot order, guys, because he will simply be able to coin into master if you play the loot order. Of course it must be the Armor Smith. Okay, so he plays a Knife Juggler. And now we are at turn 3 and we may evaluate. And we had the charge guy, and the charge guy is complete nonsense. We don't want to use the charge guy. Do we want to... yeah, the Warzone Commander is obvious. So do we want to play the Acolyte or the Frozing? Okay, so here's the thing. If you play the Frozing and he coins the True Silver, we are completely gone. So probably Acolyte is better. What can possibly happen is he attacks with the Knife Juggler, the Acolyte then plays Master. It's not even that bad. If he plays Master for battle, usually 2 knives hit our Armor Smith or 1. It's not a bad result, and then the Armor Smith can actually clear the Knife Juggler. So correct play would have been Acolyte of Pain. Pain, pain, pain. Can you feel the pain? So we play Deathbite. So yeah. Oh yeah, and what usually then happens is yeah, Armor Smith clears. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Armor Smith clears Juggler, and we can probably take care of more. Okay, whatever. But okay, so we play Deathbite, and he plays Coin Quartermaster. Congratulations. Yeah, at this very point, of course, we have to break our combo, because if we wouldn't have played the Warzone Commander, we could have only armored up. There was not a possibility to actually play the Loot Hoarder too. So, now what I'm saying is, I mean, what did we have in the hand? We had... okay, so we would have needed to play the Corsair as a 3-2 before the weapon break. We could have break the weapon on the Quartermaster. He would have ended up with 2 3-2s, and then we could have played the Loot Hoarder. But the problem is, if he would have gone down this route, he could have traded 1 and then attacked the Loot Hoarder with his weapon. So what we actually played is, we played the Warzone Commander, we played the Pirate, and we played the Loot Hoarder. And this is really insane, because the Loot Hoarder is a 2-1 charge, perfectly aligned to the 3-2, and of course the Deathbite perfectly aligned to the 2-5. And we could also sacrifice the Pirate before Consecration comes in, from which he had 2, by the way. So that was really good. And he played, yeah, we forced him to actually play the quarter, like the True Silver then, because we had like a Warzone Commander with exactly 2 health on the board, and he cannot contest that because his weapon deals 1 damage and Paladin doesn't have damage dealers. Then we played Thorazin, exactly 1 stronger than his weapon again. Yeah, that was pretty good. The rest was pretty fine, but yeah, but this against Hunter and against the not playing the Acolyte, I just What Ninja Smoker says, there's nothing more beautiful than get up and drink a coffee. I mean, I fix myself here a double espresso. It's not that I'm not drinking coffee like hell, but I wonder whether there is nothing more beautiful than getting woken up. No, a second. Well, I really wonder whether there's nothing more beautiful than getting woken up and then not be able to continue sleeping. So I'm on a nice and fresh Saturday morning, guys. On a nice and fresh Saturday morning. but okay. So, oh, there was something else. Oh, we made some screenshots. You want to see them? Yeah, no problem. No problem. If you are ready at this, we can also just go through it together if you want. No, not a big deal. So, what was that? Interesting. So what was it? And I also got myself some tea and some beer. So I got everything. I'm basically supported. No, I'm not supported. I'm verpflegt. Yeah, whatever. I have enough feeding. Yeah, okay. To the situation. To the situation. Okay, what is with the whirlwind? Okay, whirlwind, after we attacked with the slime, is obviously dealing 2 damage. And of course 2 damage to our minions, but this is rather good than bad. So actually there's like a good arcane shot in this situation. Okay, that's cool. I like good arcane shots. However, like what is however... Okay, so that's good. The whirlwind is a good arcane shot. We deal 2 damage and we draw 2 cards, but we also damage our minions. So we lose actually 2 stats. From our side, we deal 2 damage. So stat-wise it stays break even, but we draw 2 cards. On the other hand, if we play the 2 Taskmaster, we only draw 1 card, but for that we get a 2 body on the board, but we also increase the attack strength of one of the acolytes. So I'm really curious whether it's not better to simply use the Taskmaster, as a matter of fact. Yeah, because like this we also retain the whirlwind. But now comes the problematic thing. If we cannot let the order of play happen, like the order of play cannot be Taskmaster Whirlwind, because then we whirlwind our Taskmaster. So the order of play shouldn't probably be in Taskmaster Whirlwind, as if I see it right, yeah. Unless we draw something, but that's, I mean, not super likely. Okay, now what is about sending a 3-2 into a 4-3? Yeah, it's okay, but it also spawns. But it's okay for sure. I mean, that's for sure not a bad thing. Yeah. Now, if we do the whirlwind first, this goes 2, then we cannot really buff it and send it into it. That's pretty nonsense. It doesn't really make such sense. So, what is it? Can we send one of them before it? And of course we has to send the slime somewhere. So if you let's say we actually send the slime, for example, into that one. The thing is, we don't want to taskmaster the opposing minions, right? We don't want to attack whirlwind and then taskmaster that one. Yeah, it's really not what we ought to do, or what we would really like to do. I mean, in an optimal world, we would really like to actually buff our acolyte. And now here is where the weapon attack actually comes in. So if we attack with a weapon and something like a 0-4 spawns out, yeah, then it's really good, because if something like a 0-4 spawns out, we can simply send, yeah, okay, 0-4 has taunt, but you get the point. So something with a big health count, then we can send the slime into that guy, whirlwind, taskmaster one of the acolytes, send the acolyte onto that one. That would have been not bad. Also, attacking this shredder with a weapon is absolutely fine, because we can actually utilize our life in order to convert that into board control, into board presence, which is also a good property. Depending on what comes out, we can also as well then send the slime. For example, in this case it was knife juggler. Of course, then we can attack with the slime here in order to get rid of everything with the whirlwind then. So yeah, I actually like that. And what we drew was, because also like then we keep ourselves the option open actually to still taskmaster one and sending this into that. It's even better than before, because now we have a 1-2 acolyte, we can taskmaster a 1-2 acolyte to 3-1 and then sending the 3-1 into it. Or was it not what we did? Did we get another whirlwind, or what did we get? What did we get? I think we got another whirlwind, right? I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean, we could look that up, but yeah, as I said, it's everything a little bit slow this morning, so excuse me about that. And yes, yeah, so we drew another whirlwind, and then we again are at the crossroads. Should we do the whirlwind or shouldn't we do the whirlwind? Instead of doing the whirlwind, you could have also, in this case, indeed taskmastered and then attacked this 3-2. So the question was again, should we whirlwind? But now the whirlwind actually decreased in strength. And why is that? The reason why that is because now, like before, we actually dealt 2 damage on these minions, but now we was only capable of actually dealing 1 damage instead of 2. That's one difference. And the other one is we get our acolytes. Well, okay. I mean, no, this doesn't really change. But it's 1 damage instead of 2, so now perhaps the taskmaster is really better. And I guess in this case, also we send a 3-1 into that guy. And we don't send a 3-2 like in this situation. We would, if we buff it, we would send a 3-2 acolyte into something. But if we actually in the other situation, if we buff the acolyte, we would send a 3-1 acolyte into something. So that's much better. So we misplayed by playing the second whirlwind there. So what was about this situation? So did we already know that he got an explosive trap? Did you already know that? I guess we already knew, yeah. You know what? If you enjoy that, I just save them, and perhaps after the session we can make a discussion without delay. Perhaps that's more appealing, I guess. I mean, we can, yeah. Let's do it rather like that. Infinite super view. Hmm? Does anybody of you guys know Supremacy, by the way? It's a game called Supremacy, or like Overlord. Does anybody of you guys know that? I guess not. It's a pretty old game. It's like already 20 years old or something. If not even more. Probably that's another generation. Priest, it is. Discus stew. What? Robson says something about discus stew. Discus stews in the Mew, or what was that? I don't even know, like, okay, whatever. Okay, so, here. Yeah, we hope that he drops something, right? We don't play the Fury. No, I don't think so. If we would like, we could have still. If we would have liked, we could have still played X and Coin Corsair. If we would really want to go down that route. So it's the same, it's just dominated. But with all these weapons, I mean, this is already like 16, 20. Perhaps we can simply. Perhaps we can, or perhaps we have to simply go for the face. If you play Fury and this one now, our 3-drop is a little bit spoiled, so probably it's this guy, and next turn we can decide between Fury and that. Or if it's a 3-4 guy, we will play Coin, Deathbite and that. So 3-4 guy, please. Please, this 3-4 guy. I mean, if it's a 3-4 guy, we could also consider to attack, but let's see. Let's see what he will play. Berserk. Okay. Now we have 6 turns of weapon charges. Perhaps we should really begin to use them at some point. What about the Berserk? Yeah, the Berserk can help to like finish later, especially with stuff like double whirlwind. So, I mean, we got double whirlwind, guys. We don't want to play the Berserk here. We got 1 whirlwind, we got 2 whirlwind. Why the heck should we play this guy? We simply finish the priest later with double whirlwind. Also think, okay, so this is very clear. So there are 2 options. The one option is weapon and pirate. The other option is Berserk. And what we have is, like, we have an incredibly amount of damage. So this is 6, 12, 20, 21, 24, whatever. And then we have this as a finisher with double whirlwind. And this is of course also the weapon we will play last. So this is one of the big reasons. But the other big reason is that we really want to get rid of these weapon charges. I mean, look at these weapon charges. These are just like 6 weapon charges. This means we got weapon charges till turn 8, till turn 9. Of course we want to use them. And here Shadow Priest can still not hit the board because we got the coin, so we have still few turns to go. He stole the Deathbite. Him stealing the Deathbite is not a big issue. I mean, it's not bad, but weapons are actually converting life into a board presence, but he doesn't have so much life if you take a look at our hand. So he attacked the Corsair, okay, but he also took 3 damage for that. No. Again, we should not attack, because the moment we attack, like, we have double whirlwind possibility later for the Berserk, so it's like probably not the best thing to play him.
What now?
And also, it can simply get Shadow Word Death, right? No matter what we do. If you let it at 2, it's not good, then he steals it perhaps. and if we bring it with this to 3/4, then he can attack that, and it grows to over 5. The only real question is, should we inner rage this, and probably it's a yes, because we will get 4 damage with that, right? We get 4 damage in with that. The only real question is which weapon, or no weapon. That's like, I guess we can do no weapon, simply because then we can still choose next turn which weapon. Perhaps we should have simply aligned the theory, to be honest. Perhaps, I'm not sure. Double that. I'm not sure about a single Berserk. I mean, a single Berserk has more appeal than that. Deathbite killing the cultist? I mean, why should we? We can also simply play this and go face. What about the Dark Cultist? This is really a need to be handled. I just see the whirlwind we would need later, so I don't know. Nah, it could be Spewy, I don't know. I just see the whirlwind as a necessity for later, I don't know. It's... Nah, the cultist. It seems like a thing which want to be handled. On the other hand, if you take the cultist here with a death bite, like what is the idea behind it? Like what is the idea behind this if you would do that?
What now? What now?
Yeah, the obvious idea is to take less damage, but once we did it, we probably doesn't have like the second whirlwind effect any longer. If you draw one charge guy, that's like usually boils down to one whirlwind effect and Berserk and charge guy. Charge guy means 2 guys, probably 2 from him after we cleared this, but not usually 2, so that's 4 damage. 4 damage, I mean, we are talking 4 damage here, and we are not only talking 4 damage, but we are talking like 4 damage plus 2, so that's 6 damage. And we didn't know about that, but we knew that we will have 6 damage in the hand. But don't forget that his life count would have not been 16, would have not been 10. Like, we actually didn't, like if you think about it, we actually didn't, we wouldn't have attacked. So the thing is this, he is at 10 because we attacked his face 2 times. If he would have attacked his minions, he would have been at 16. So 16, and we don't have the whirlwind effect. We got a 3-2 weapon, which could possibly attack, but perhaps not. So we have like him at 16, and we got like 6 damage in our hand. Yeah, no, it's not good, yeah. It's really not. And what here, like Grim Patron here, whirlwind... you will Shadow Madness 1, so if you actually play Patron, Inner Rage, Whirlwind, it's a possibility. We get 4 Patrons, he plays 1 Shadow Madness, the other one dies to the Belcher. He doesn't even need to do that. He can also simply send Sylvanas. Yeah, it's horrible. I don't know. Yeah, I guess the concede button is not far away. We could play him as a 3-3 if we want. Yeah. It's also pretty bad.
That belongs in a museum.
Oh yes. That's it, guys. That's GG. We could have saved 5 life by playing Patron into Inner Rage. Then Sylvanas would have needed to attack Patron and overtake a Patron. Sure. 6, 11, 16. Oh. We got a winner. Aha.
Let the pain speak to me.
This is less important than that. Do we even want to execute that? I guess so. Why shouldn't we? And the armor up. The armor up is not mandatory. Instead of armoring up, we could have also played one of the berserks. There's not a high chance that we will. But, I mean, it's not like... Yeah, Yeah, we very good, very much owned him. It was pretty good owner. Oh, we are owning him so hard. Oh, poor. Oh. Yeah, unfortunately he didn't die. Like sometimes people let the Yokanai die, but that's only if there is some spell power. Oh, we lost 300 ranks only. No, that's good. 300 ranks. That's possible. That's a possibility. Aha, hi Echo. Okay. Haven't heard from you for a while. Okay. What? So Korean boy. What? The Korean boy is saying Deathbite Coin Berserker would have been a lot better. Yeah. Thank you very much, Korean boy. I mean, not only for your supreme screen name, but also, instead of putting a time mic, you pointed out that your play would have been a lot better. Yeah. Okay, if I see you trolling again, you're banned from me. A present from me. Yeah. But okay, so let's try to do this happen against Hunter. So we got here the inner rage. That's pretty good. Let's do that. Again, I'd say the Taskmaster would have been like nicer, but
Hey, give me that.
so.
Ready to ride.
I'm made to fit. Hey, give me that.
We should utilize the weapon charges. We can draw another weapon and then it's much better to actually use the weapon charges. Against Face Center we will do have nothing else to do than doing that. Yeah, I can also really not wait to reach top 100 because like, of course, the trolling of course also gets lower the higher you are in ranks, usually. So, and also it's also of course a sign that we play the deck better and better the higher we climb in ranks. So I can really not wait for it. Okay, so what is it? Yeah, so this is clear. This is clear, this is clear, this is clear, and this is also clear because, as I said, like converting the weapon damage into attack is not that bad. In this case, we could have perhaps waited because of Animal Companion, but we already know that he's Aggro Hunter because he played Leper Gnome. So the worst thing he could do for control is High Main. I was saying the worst thing would be an Animal Companion, but okay, there's a High Main. Yeah, that's like the Hybrid Hunter. Of course, that's a possibility, but it's not very likely. Also, we should never like target it. So in this case, we should have not attacked with a weapon anyways. Because he doesn't want to attack our minions either. Yeah, so the correct thing here is simply to ignore High Main and simply go face. As long as you ignore it, it's simply a 6-5. So he will probably be in need to sacrifice it himself. But yeah, so letting the weapon stay. Yeah, well, letting the weapon stay is probably better. Yeah, it's probably better because also of stuff like if you throw pirates and stuff. I didn't expect that, but I mean it's very much possible, like with a Hybrid Hunter Mania. So perhaps yeah, it's better to let the weapon stay. It's pretty easy to say. What was that? Okay, so what shall we do? Yeah, inner raging this is clear, right? So yeah, let's do that. And I mean we can pretty much play everything, but should we play everything? I guess so, right? Yeah, I guess so. The Whirlwind actually replaces. Oh. Decisions, guys. Decisions. So, we can now draw 2 cards, or. Nothing or. This is to attack, so we should play the Corsair. And we can trade one of the Luthor. So, probably we should simply do this. We can also draw a weapon. Oh, second battle edge. Okay. We should charge the guy. We can still draw a weapon. Frozen. Oh, that's. Is that better? Yeah, for sure it's better. And of course we trade. And now he cannot really attack that. He needs to shoot it, or he needs to attack that. Yeah, everything is pretty good. Okay, so. And don't tell me that he got charged already. I know that he got charged already. But playing this instead is not clever. They usually play freezing traps too, right? So perhaps what we could also expect is, but we will see. And he's always doing this first, so if he now hits this, I guess he will attack it or what. Yeah, okay, with the hounds, but yeah. Cool. Cool. And you want to see the deck, yeah. Zack. Yeah, I already talked about the deck yesterday. So that's the aggro version of Patron. If you run the aggro version, you want to play double Patron, but then you also want to have inner rages over taskmasters. There is one thing, so putting a badger in, that actually fixes the curve really well. I don't even know who invented it. I saw it at some. Actually, I saw it. I didn't even like. I saw it being played against me. So that was like how I came onto that, and. Actually, I find it really nice because you don't have okay. You have 3 5-drops, but 2 of the 5-drops are no 5-drops. So what it means is this is your only 5-drop. Okay, big bonus. Okay. Number 2, he cheats exactly. It cheats Thaurissan because he comes turn 5. If your opponent cannot remove him, he cheats additionally Thaurissan. Very good. And he also cheats your patrons. If your opponent doesn't get rid of him turn, like after you played him, you can actually play patron into 1 variant if you're shielded by that one. Even if you're shielded by the slime. Perhaps then you can put a pirate too, and then you're shielded by slime and pirate. Okay. And so yeah, this and you can even Warzone Commander it. I'm not saying that you can Warzone Commander into Sludge Patcher or that Warzone Commander lives. I mean, in this case, Warzone Commander survived. So in this game we just played, we could have actually played him into charge. So it would have not been the last time. So that's also really nice. But also about the slime, like what will probably sometimes happen is you play it survives. You play Warzone Commander and you can attack, and you can also attack with the slime. This can very well happen, so I really like this. Gnomish Inventor, some are playing too, I know, but I think he carries a lot of diminishing returns because he's actually the only genuine 4-drop. He's basically the only genuine 4-drop. Besides the weapons, this is not a 4-drop, so it's the first genuine 4-drop as a creature, which is very nice. If he doesn't have targets or if you have a weapon already aligned, you only have this as a drop. So this carries a lot of diminishing returns. The first one is really important. The second one, if you have 2 of this in your hand, it's really crappy. Because he is not that good himself. But the first one is really important. So this is why he's in there. Also he benefits a little bit from that. Marginal, but yeah. Okay, and yeah, I decided for the double loot order. Why? Well, I thought probably 1, but okay, if it's that aggro, perhaps 2. And I also have to say, I mean, like 2 weeks ago, I didn't believe in double loot order because I also think with this cast you have some diminishing returns. But perhaps the scheme of the deck is aggro enough that you can actually input 2 loot orders and you need the cantrip. Actually, I just believe in this warm intelligence here. So I'm saying, okay, if everybody of the aggro patron players is running 2, probably 2 cannot be that bad. Okay, it's not an argument, but I haven't played the aggro version too much, and they have played the aggro version a lot. They say, or they think, okay, double loot order is good. Then I'm like, I'm not saying, okay, but I know it better. But rather the opposite. Then I will simply say, okay, I'm trying double loot order out. If I still think they suck after, like, let's say 100 games, I put one out again. But as long as this is not the case, I simply will play 2. 1 Taskmaster, double Armor Smith. Yeah, the rest is, yeah, good old story, I guess. Oh yeah, 1 Corsair because he doesn't add to the lethal. Okay. Okay, to the place, yeah, the timeline is here in the bottom left corner. Do you see that? This is here, 10:24 it would be in this case. I don't know whether you see it in the stream, but you should. Do you? Yeah, you do. Okay, so, Okay, now here I'm not experienced enough, but I guess Patrons against Hunter are usually not that great. Acolyte is great. Inner Rage? It should be good. I mean, with the Acolyte, I mean, in the worst case we cycle, right? And in the best case it really gives us a lot of tempo. Yeah, so that's probably okay. So, let's see. From the diagnosis saying with the rock biter blah blah thingy. No, I disagree. With this deck against Priest you have to win early because you have the aggro scheme. So you say the game would have been completely open, but do you really think he would have? Yeah, from the diagnosis saying something about rather a death bite and then killing the guy, the 3/4 guy, and then killing Sylvanas next turn. The game is completely open. And I say no. Okay, why? Yeah, first of all, our hand was absolutely dead. We didn't have any card draw. We were running out of cards. We didn't have battle rages either. Okay, so if we actually don't go for the finish, we will just lose right away. You cannot waste your damage in a situation like this. If you don't go for the face there and waste your damage, you just run out of cards. You run dry, you lose. Very straightforward. And that's number one. But number two, what could be even more important is, do you really think that he would have played Sylvanas after you attacked the 3/4 with Death Bite? I mean, you was just inferring this as a standard, but I mean, if you double think about it, no. He of course won't drop the Sylvanas on an empty board if you have a Death Bite equipped, right? Okay. Yeah, so what distracts me there a little bit is that you just assume something in the blue and then you draw conclusions about it. So then the game would have been completely open. It's just like, I mean, it's very easy to say so if you didn't think about like the implications. Obviously, if you play something differently, the opponent will of course also act differently. So you of course has to, but you should like rather think about like what will happen in average. It also doesn't matter that you played Sylvanas at all. I mean, it's like you just think, okay, in average, what will happen in this situation? And this is okay. Now this attacks. This perhaps you should play Inner Rage. Then he attacks. But I mean, it's not that bad. But if he attacks us, we can at least Inner Rage that then. Yeah, I guess. It's not that clear. But okay, so the thing is about Inner Rage. Okay, Inner Rage cycles itself. That's really bad. No! Okay, just as a short notice. So we were thinking about Inner Raging the Acolyte. Okay, as a matter of fact, if we would have Inner Raged the Acolyte, it would have not made such a difference. As a matter of fact, why is that? If we would have Inner Raged the Acolyte, the Inner Rage would have cycled it against itself. So if something like this happens, okay, the spider would have died. But for that he would have get more tokens on the board and he would have thrown some knives. So it's not really such a difference. Now of course we have to align the whirlwind. The question is about the pirate. Should we play the pirate? Yeah, I guess not, if you want to whirlwind next turn. We should probably attack the knife juggler. We could also inner rage and no, we cannot. Never mind. I don't like to play the pirate if... I mean, there's a reasoning. Yeah, there are reasons to play the pirate, but I don't know. There are definitely reasons to play the pirate. Yeah, one of the reasonings would be that he needs to... I mean, that he sacrifices... Okay, he sacrifices, but for that we don't whirlwind it. So it's just like about this Haunted Creeper. If he sacrifices the Haunted Creeper, that's of course a good result. On the other hand, I think it's good. I think it's good. But now, this situation is a little bit more tricky. So if you actually play the Grim Patron and we inner rage the Grim Patron, we get a lot. Do we just hope that he doesn't have hounds? What do you think? I mean, just like hoping he doesn't have hounds and then even attacking the Haunted Creeper. I mean, here are two options. The one option is inner raging this before we whirlwind and then attacking the machine. We go to 11. There will be something popping out. Of course, we always play this first. I mean, that's without any question. Okay, so I think we should simply hope that he doesn't have the guys. Yeah, we just hope. Hope dies last. Nah, if he does it the hounds, of course, it's not good. The thing is, we are at 10, so if you would have attacked this instead, we would have gone to 7. Yeah, 7 is not really good. If you got the hounds, okay. Yeah, or like, I mean, there are some... The other play would have cost us more life. Yeah, the other play would have cost us more life. Huh? I mean, we can discuss about it after, but we cannot taunt. Yeah, not good. We cannot taunt and replenish life. Oh, taunt and replenish life would have been pretty nice, but I guess it's not possible. We can do it next turn, but probably we won't see next turn. Can something pop out which could be beneficial for us? I doubt so. Can we draw something? Yeah, we could draw an armorsmith, right? But then we cannot execute. But doesn't matter, right? We don't need to execute. Nah, probably don't need to execute. We just need the armorsmith, and if we don't draw it, we probably simply gonna lose. Not even sure about this attack. Ah, we're full. Full house, guys. Full house. Yeah, I mean, if you cannot kill, even then we don't win. What the even then we don't win. Huh. Are you kidding me? No, we don't even win. Did I mess it up with the board? Did I really mess it up with the board, guys? Seriously? Did I mess it up with the board? What could he hold anyways? I don't even know what his card could be. Owl, I don't know, there's nothing then owl, right? 7, 10, 13, 16, 19, 22. We can do 20.
What now?
Did I mess it up? I don't know. I really don't know. Hounds, we have to play around hounds. Like this we play around hounds and we play around owl and we play around explosive trap. Hounds and owl. Oh my god. Or not. Or not, guys. Or not. Huh? What is this last card? Huh? What? What is this last card, guys? What could that be? What could that be? Freezing trap? No. I don't know. Yeah, the damage could have dealt more damage in the one turn. I'm not sure. I think drawing for the armorsmith was definitely correct. So the question was simply, did we need to? I guess it was okay. So, yeah, I guess this is fine. Somebody says something about Saleh's deck list. I think Radu is running Saleh's deck list. Mine resembles. I mean, the thing is, I had already talked about it yesterday that there are not many tech slots, but I can just look it up whether. So give me a second. So I can tell you. So yes, exactly. Yeah. So it resembles Saleh. So that's like the, well, actually it went like over a corner. So actually Radu is using Saleh's list, and he sent it to me as like a, how do you say, template. But I changed like I think 2 cards. But as I said like yesterday, so for those who actually watched the video yesterday, I explained why you don't have many tech slots with this deck. So in the acro scheme, you really, I deleted the video where I explained it because I really only wanted to do this video for the core watchers. But from the core watchers who actually watched the video, they know that in the acro Patron warrior version there are not many tech slots. There are only that many, and that many means 3 or 4 tech slots. You don't have like too many. You don't have too many tech slots. It resembles more and more like a mech mage. Why I'm saying it resembles more and more a mech mage is because a mech mage also doesn't have like tech slots. Okay. And with the spider, exactly this. Like yesterday, yesterday I explained everything. If you want to know about it, you have to stay awake 24 hours. Yeah, from the diagnosis arguing again with the running out of cards or not, and that's not your experience. And this is why I'm saying it's probably better to go top 100, because then these fruitless discussions gets a little bit less. Yeah, because it's if we were in a situation where we'll definitely run out of cards, very likely. And the reason is exactly what I explained yesterday. But okay, you cannot now see the what because I did delete the video. But there I explained like what the 2 differences of Patron Warrior are. and this is the fast version. So the fast version runs out of cards. You have to go face, otherwise you run out of cards, you lose. The version we played before, we would have never done that. The version we played before was the one-turn kill version, and with that we would have always equipped the death bite and killed the 3/4 guy. So it's just about a different version we play here, and I went into it like 1 hour in detail yesterday, or like 45 minutes. I talked about it. Yeah. So of course this is no knowledge I can infer, but I'm just saying. So he also used the coin, so he won't have another 3-drop because he played both 3-drops. So we can inner rage that, should we? No, probably shouldn't. We can do here like Bachuka Daka. Yeah.
Strike.
So just about different versions of the deck. This deck is not the one-turn kill version, so you have to go aggro, otherwise you run out of cards for sure. With the one-turn kill version, of course you never go face, you just preserve your weapons. It's a big difference. It's a big difference. Yeah. It's a big difference whether you played more aggro or not. Yeah, it's very simple. But I like this version more. I like the version more. I really hope, like, for me more fun was the one-turn kill version, because it's more about math and it's more about counting. But I gave up on the one-turn kill version. I think the one-turn kill version is simply too weak, as a matter of fact. Yeah. Okay, but we will see.
Where shall I strike? Time waits for no one.
I mean, the thing is, I also don't want to tell too much about the deck as long as it's not proven that we are also capable with the deck. This is why I'm always referring to the top 100. I feel like a deck we cannot bring to top 100, I don't have to talk about anything with you. Because, I mean, I can tell you everything, but it's also like, perhaps it's probably better first to bring the proof that we are comfortable with the deck and that we are strong with the deck. And then when we prove that we are strong and comfortable with exactly this deck build, bringing it to 100, then we can talk about it. Like, this is like usually what I tend to do, because I don't like to talk about it when when it's not. I mean, I think like we mastered the deck more or less, but it's like mastered, but we are able to play it at this very moment. We understood it. Let's take it like this. In my opinion, we managed to understand the deck now. But of course there is still the proof of concept to be done, and this proof of concept, this we do now. So what we actually did like the last week was actually learning the deck, and now I think we understand it. So we now are able to play it with a good strength, because we understood how it works. So the only, like, we won't do like major misplays any longer. Like, we will probably time out the one or the other time, but the big misplays, the time of the very big misplays is probably gone. And now this is just proof of concept. So now we just play, and if we are right, we should just climb to 100 easily. Now, easily, I mean, of course you can always have a downswing, but you get what I'm saying, yeah? So, and it's turn 4 and he really did a lot, right? That's really silly. So, that's pretty good in my book. So this is 6+6 with 1 roar, so it's like 13 damage with 1 roar. That's acceptable. But this is already like yeah, exactly. But it's also turn 5. Like he used like inner rate, he used coin, and he played the 2/5 druid. Like, what the fuck is that? And he used the druid in charge form and stuff like that. It's super silly.
Time waits for no one.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Not bad what he is doing. Swipe. And then he got everything. So if he attacked now and he got swiped, then he could indeed clear the board, which is pretty silly. That's pretty silly. Yeah, here's the thing, of course we could use the weapon, attack phase and replace it. Yeah, then we get 3-2 and 3-3, but then he can still attack and swipe anyway, so I don't want to lose the 2-5-1s. For sure not. We could align this and we could play this, but this also dies to swipe. I think the best is simply to play the Berserk for sure. And yeah, I would trade for sure. Because we just get a minion for free and we get a lot of damage. But I would also use the weapon right away. As I said, this simply dies to swipe. We have two weapons, so we would really use them for damage potential. Armoring up, we are not in lethal range at all. And swipe is basically his only out. So if he really got swipe here, he will attack this and then swipe this. The board is empty, and then we would not mind to have some damage potential. So then we would not mind to bring him to 13, playing the weapon, playing the loot order, armoring up, playing whatever we got. He's at 13, if he attacks the loot order he goes to 12. The weapon is 8 damage. Yeah, you get the point. Yeah. And of course we need to play the Berserk, because otherwise he simply swipes and attacks with a shade. Yeah, so it's for sure beneficial how we do it. He got swipe and drop? No. But he cannot play swipe and BGH, so that's pretty good. But also, as you see, our life count won't matter. And he will only be able to shapeshift here. So exactly what we said happened, but we could also not really prevent it. Okay, Thorzen. Yeah, we play Thorzen because it's simply a threat. It's simply a 5-5 and it slashes. And with the weapon only we cannot deal the damage required. The weapon actually deals 8 and this is 2, so that's 10. So you really need to drop him in order to damage his life count. This only has 2 charges. This has infinite charges, if you want to call it so. Also it will enable us to actually armor up every turn, because now we get an additional mana supplier, if you want to say it so. That's not a bad throw either, is it? We are safe. He can only inflict 12 damage. That's not a problem. And as I said, we will be able to armor up every turn, so it's also not that bad.
waits for no one.
It's still lethal, he has to trade. If he replenishes life, it's very bad for him in general. Well, that's also... So would this weapon want to attack his face anyways? If we want to attack with a weapon the face anyways, or do we even want to attack this? Hey, wow, what? This is like super complicated. Okay, so we want to get rid of this because we want to get something we can actually play. That's 100% sure. So how do we get rid of this? We can either send it into that. Okay, then we draw something and then we execute it later, whatever. So this is one option. Executing over killing, yeah, because execute actually means 9 life difference. 4 onto his face and 5 onto our face. What we can actually do is we can attack and then keep the weapon. Yeah. The other thing would be attack his face, he goes to 9. We attack his face, he goes to 5. And we execute that and we play something, but he's at 5. So that would be the difference. But I think it's fine to do it like that, because then we know and we see what we draw, and then we can still decide. But the Armor Smith was actually the very worst, I think. We could have drawn. But we are also, I mean, it's pretty cool that he gave himself life. I mean, I'm not saying he should have not done that. Of course, he needed it to survive. But now he could very well be out of cards. Because the Ancient of Lore is actually the most important card for Druid not to run out of cards. And now with this being played for life, it could get problematic. I'm not saying it will, but it's something. Like not getting these 2 cards is something for sure. Especially because he is a faster Druid. I mean, he plays Shades and he plays the Druid form, like the 2/5s, the Phoenixes too. So he should be like a slower Druid. I'm surprised to see Drakes, by the way, because like if he plays the Druid of the Flame, it seems that he cut Sludge Belcher then, I guess. Because he's playing the Druid of the Wars, so he will probably, I guess he cut it 1 Sludge Belcher. But we will see. 4/4 please, 4/4 please. 4/4 would be so good.
Waits for no one.
Ah no, he's doing the right thing. Of course it's correct to cycle. But no, it's not, that's not correct. Because we... But we also only draw our rubbish, I have to say. So if we taskmaster this goes 3/1. We attack his face, he goes to... Hey, we only draw all the rubbish, man. Like, draw card, Armor Smith, draw card, taskmaster. And this is what I meant with running out of cards, by the way. Like, this is what exactly happens. Like, just even with this board state, we ran out of cards. And this is exactly the problem. Okay,
What now?
okay. If you taskmaster, we cannot attack this. So if you taskmaster, we can only attack. So if you attack this, we cannot taskmaster that. It's very easy.
What?
Do we want to taskmaster it? We could also taskmaster this, send it to this, and attack face. Like this, we save ourselves some damage. I'm not sure whether that's important, but we would save ourselves some damage. It's probably bad, right? We just keep it in the hand. No, I'm not sure. And yes, I know we could have also played it on the Drake and then take 2 more damage, having a 2/2 on the board. I'm not sure. So what was the other play? The other play was actually buffing that, sending this onto the Drake, and then killing the face for 4. I mean, in this case, we dealt 1 damage on the face, and with the other one, we would have dealt 4 damage on the face. So we would have been at 8 life, and we would have had this online. I don't see how we can actually inflict 8 damage. I mean, Gromage still kills him every turn, right? It's like even if he shapeshifts, Gromage kills him, and we just concurred that he probably won't run the Sludge Belchers. So I feel, yeah, attacking with the weapon, the Drake. it's tough. We could have also dealt, like he was at 12, so as I said, we could have also dealt the 7 damage, but then this dies. So then he goes to 5. It doesn't matter, it's also not good. We Taskmaster this, we send it into the Drake. We attack his face, he goes to 8. And we have a 2-1 guy. Why should we? Dromash is lethal no matter what. Yeah, so... Hey, he plays 2 of these. What is he doing? He's doing it in 5-2 form. 5-2. Okay. If you use the Whirlwind and this, we lose the Dromash activator. At least it's 7% per draw to kill. It's not that small, the chance. On the other hand, I'm not sure. I mean, he's out of cards, so if he actually, I don't even know what he should have. Like, probably this is like, yeah, Roar, Force of Nature, I guess, something like that. Not Roar and Force of Nature, but I'm just saying these are the 2 cards, the 2 possible cards, and both are actually doing nothing if against like a single creature on the board. And Dromash, perhaps BGH, but probably BGH he would need to play. So we can work. I guess we. Oh, it's super tough. So if you play the Fury Works, of course we can dispose that. But on the other hand, if you do Whirlwind, Taskmaster, Fury Works, so he is at 5, and he would need to react to that. Okay, he can play Keeper of the Crows. I'm just wondering, I don't know. It's like... I guess Keeper of the Crows he would have also definitely been played already. So I guess he has like Roar and like Roar, Force of Nature are possible options. I would really not know what else. He played Balian Flames. So, I mean, what could he possibly have in his hand? I really only see these. Like, I really only see Force of Nature and Roar. Actually, these 2. Like, I guess exactly these 2. Or do you know of something else? I just cannot imagine something else. It has to be these 2 cards. Perhaps Swipe. Perhaps Swipe is also possible. Perhaps Swipe. But other than that, it should be the combo. And he doesn't want to break the combo. I really cannot think of anything else. Harrison perhaps, but we will. Yeah, okay. Harrison perhaps, but this we will see now whether it was Harrison or not. If it's not Harrison, it's very likely the combo. Okay. If it's not Harrison, it's very likely the combo. But it's not Harrison, otherwise he would have played Harrison instead of the White Rose. So it's very likely the combo, perhaps even double Roar. If it's double Roar, he would break 1 Roar now to kill that for sure. If it's not, then it's probably the combo. But we will see. Are you kidding me? It's perfect. Okay, this is also good. But, okay, of course he cycled double White Rose and stuff. Okay, I can see that, yeah. Oh no. It's always the same, right? I mean, if we would have played it differently, we could have now, like we would have played this, and now we could have actually played Taskmaster on that, and then Battle Rage for 2, but... Oh, God, hey, I really, yeah, okay. Okay, we have to send this in terms of Swipe or Force of Nature. We have to kill that. And probably also go with a weapon. I would not see a reason why not to go with a weapon too. 21, I mean the only reason not to go with a weapon is because he will kill us with a combo. And well, I mean we said it's pretty likely, so yeah, perhaps we shouldn't. Yeah, perhaps we shouldn't. what was it if you would have waited one more turn with the Taskmaster? No, we would have died against the combo then. And we already concurred that it's very likely for him having the combo. They usually play one Force of Nature, so he will probably not have double Force of Nature in the hand. Also, if he would have had double Force of Nature, he would have already played it. So it's either double Roar or it's Force of Nature Roar. These are the two possibilities. Of course, you could now say, yeah, the read like combo is a really, really specific read, or like the other way around, that yeah, it's not a very big property to say he has the combo, because Druid always have the combo. But it's really like, I mean, if he got 10 mana and he played Druid of the Flames, I mean, what I just don't know, like which cards are in the Druid deck? Innervates. Okay, so he could have an Innervate in his hand, but he already played one Innervate. Yeah, so Innervate is a possibility. White Cross is not, otherwise he would have cycled. Shades he would have played. Okay, here you see like this Force of Nature, and depending on what he got, swipe. No, Keeper, yeah. And Keeper we also concurred that he would have definitely played a Keeper already, so that's that. And we concurred that this should be then Roar, and I think it's very likely to be Roar. How can we protect ourselves against Roar? 4, 6, 12, 13. Yeah, it's not. I mean, we could play these attack. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. What I'm just saying, like if you just count through the cards, like he had like a spare of 7 mana, and with a spare of 7 mana he can play everything off the deck. The deck usually consists out of Innervates, like Shades, Druid of the small Druid you play, Druid of the Flames, Badger, okay, he will probably play one, double Keeper, double Bear, like the double Cat, one Belcher, sometimes Harrison, but I really doubt Harrison because he already played double of the Druids, Sylvanas, Thorison, Ancient of Lore, Ragnar / Scenarios, but these are all cards he would have played before. So yeah, I guess it's, I mean, one thing is to narrow it down to say, okay, he likely has the combo, but another thing is to say, okay, he probably has the combo with 80% probability or something. So it's really rare that you can do that. This is what I'm saying. That's the only thing. Okay. Yeah, here I don't know. Like obviously it's this and this, but and obviously you have to armor up. It doesn't matter when we armor up, whether we do it first or we don't have Shield Slams in the deck. So we know it's Roar. So it's like 4, 6,